Welcome to Inner Drive Sleep Story, a journey to the stars. A sleep story to let go, dream deeply, and remember how vast you are. This sleep story is intended for relaxation, mindfulness, and general well-being. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please do not listen while driving or operating machinery. Find a safe, quiet space where you can fully relax. Welcome. You've had a long day. Your mind may still be spinning, your body still holding on to little bits of tension. But not here, not now. This is your time. A time to let go, breathe deeper, and travel gently to somewhere far, far beyond the noise. Let's begin by softening the body. Take a slow breath in and a long, gentle breath out. Again, inhale slowly and exhale like a sigh of relief. Let your shoulders drop, let your jaw loosen, let your hands fall softly beside you. You are safe. You are still. You are here. Tonight we'll be going on a journey, not by car, not by plane, but by something far more powerful, your imagination. You are about to board a very special train, a train that doesn't follow tracks. It follows starlight. It only runs at night. And only for those who are ready to leave behind their worries, just for a little while, and trade them for wonder. You find yourself standing on a quiet platform. It's not busy. There are no crowds. Just a soft breeze, a sky full of stars above, and a gentle, glowing sign that reads, "Northbound to the stars." The train is already there, humming quietly as if it's been waiting for you. It's silver, smooth, glowing just a little under the moonlight. The windows shimmer like water, reflecting constellations you forgot you knew. You step aboard. The carriage is warm and still, not like a regular train. This one has soft velvet cushions, wide windows, and gentle golden lighting. There's a faint scent of lavender in the air, and a feeling deep in your chest that you are exactly where you're meant to be. As the train pulls away from the platform, it doesn't move with a jolt. It simply lifts. Quietly, smoothly, it rises. Gliding past tree hops, through soft clouds and into the vastness above. The world below becomes a distant memory. The stars ahead grow brighter, and your body feels a little lighter. Your breath a little deeper. You sit back, resting your head as the train glides silently through the atmosphere. Outside the window, you see galaxies unfurling like petals. You pass nebulas glowing violet and blue. You float by planets that spin slowly, surrounded by icy rings and distant moons. And somehow, everything makes sense here. No deadlines. No pressure. Just space. Infinite space. For your mind to expand and your spirit to soften. You notice a small journal resting beside you, with a pen resting gently inside. You open it and find a message written on the first page. You are made of stars too. Let yourself remember. You close the book gently, a warm feeling in your chest, and you gaze again out the window, feeling the peace of distance, the quiet of floating, the stillness of being far from everything and closer to yourself. And now, just breathe. Let the rhythm of the train carry you. Let your body sink into stillness. Let your mind wander, softly, freely. You are on the journey now, and there's nowhere else you need to be. The train glides onward through the stars as if floating on an invisible river of light. You watch the stars shift slowly outside your window, each one twinkling like a memory, not lost, just waiting. A soft chime sounds overhead, then the carriage begins to slow. Outside, a glowing archway appears, carved entirely of stardust and vines. A new sign appears in your window. Constellation Gardens. Stop. 1. The train door opens with a whisper. You step out onto a floating platform surrounded by shimmering, weightless gardens. There's no gravity here, and yet your feet stay gently on the path, as if the stars themselves are holding you. Around you grow plants that sparkle. Tall stalks of silver grass sway without wind. Flowers open and close slowly with light instead of petals. You walk calmly, softly. With each step, a tiny breeze of warmth moves around you, not from heat, but from kindness. Above your head, constellations shine clearly, but here they are more than stars. They tell stories, they hold messages. You pause beneath one shaped like a lion, glowing gold. A quiet voice seems to speak, not in words but in feeling. You are stronger than you've ever given yourself credit for. You move on. Another constellation, shaped like a river, pulses gently. You're allowed to flow, not force. And one more, a tree, its branches stretching across the sky. Growth is happening, even when you don't see it. You smile, just a little. You may not remember everything you've been through, but the stars do, and they honour it. You return to the train. The door closes behind you gently. Back in your seat, you notice that the journal beside you has filled in another page on its own. Even among the stars, you're never alone. You breathe in deeply and feel a softness settle in your chest. Not an answer, not a fix, just peace. The train hums softly again and begins to move, but this time it doesn't head forward. It shifts gently inward. The carriage dims slightly and becomes warmer. Outside the window, you no longer see stars, but small flickers of golden light, like fireflies. Or thoughts, drifting. You are now entering what the train calls the memory carriage. This is a place not of the mind, but of the heart. The lights are dim, the windows fogged, but you're not meant to look out. You're meant to look in. A soft circular lamp glows above you, and in front of your seat is a large, still pool of water. You look into it gently. At first, it's just your reflection, relaxed, softened. Then, slowly, memories begin to appear. Not loud ones, not painful ones, just quiet ones, beautiful in their simplicity. A hand holding yours, the walk through tall grass, a night when you laughed harder than you had in months, These are your reminders. You watch them, not to hold on, but to remember the goodness that's been, the goodness that still surrounds you. You don't need to chase the past, but you can honor it. Even the difficult memories here begin to soften, as if the stars have wrapped them in forgiveness and grace. You blink slowly. The light above dims, and the journal beside you writes once more. It's okay to rest. It's okay to release. You gently close the journal and return your gaze to the quiet glow outside. The train begins to rise again, floating upward, back toward the stars. In this quiet space, you begin to feel something shift inside you. Not loud, not dramatic, just a soft openness, a little more space inside your chest, a little less weight on your shoulders. You're not escaping, you're remembering how it feels to be still, to be quiet, to be whole. The train continues toward its final stop, and you remain seated, supported, peaceful, calm. Let yourself drift now, deeper, as the journey continues. The train moves slower now, not because it's tired, but because it's approaching somewhere sacred. You feel the energy shift, not outward, but deeper inward. Outside the window, the stars glow warmer, more golden, and one by one, they begin to gather. They cluster into a shape, a structure that seems suspended in the middle of space. You're arriving at the final stop on this journey, the Star Library, a place where every soul has a story, and every story has a light. The train slows and stops. The doors open without sound. You step out and find yourself standing before an open hall made entirely of starlight. There are no walls here, no ceilings, just endless shelves of glowing books and soft, floating pages that drift by like snow. You walk forward slowly. Each book glows faintly, pulsing as if it's alive. Some are closed, some are open. Some are yours, some belong to others. All are held with care. A kind voice, neither old nor young, welcomes you in your mind. You are not here to understand everything. You are here to remember that you are part of everything. You run your fingers along one shelf, and a book opens for you. Inside is a page, not about what you've done or where you've been, but about who you are when everything else fades away. And the words read, still, kind, growing, enough. You gently closed the book, feeling a calm you didn't know you needed. You sit for a while on a small, moon-shaped bench. There is no rush here, no pressure be anything other than who you are in this moment. Just quiet. Eventually, the train calls to you softly. It's time to go. Not because the journey is over, but because you've gathered what you came for. You step aboard again, carrying nothing, and yet feeling full. The train begins its descent. The stars don't fade. They gently dim like candles being blown out one by one, not disappearing, just letting you rest. Outside your window, the earth reappears, soft, blue, beautiful. You feel yourself floating downwards, not falling, landing back into your body, into your breath, but somehow with more space, more ease, more stillness inside you. The journal beside you writes one last time. The stars are always with you. You only need to look within. You take one last deep, slow breath, and as the train comes to a final, silent stop, you remain where you are, not needing to move, not needing to return just yet, only to rest. And so you do. You close your eyes, if they aren't closed already, and let yourself drift, weightless, peaceful, held by the stars and by the quiet, gentle power within you.